Alright, what's up guys? In today's video I'm gonna be showing you guys 10 tips and tricks to get better at Farlight 84. Tip number 1 guys. Pick 2 heroes, and just main those 2 or 1 hero like you've probably seen, how I only use Maggie. Really I try to use other characters for you guys, but there's a reason I only use 1 character, cause once you only use 1 character, you'll master that character and become the best player. Tip number 2. Always take the high ground in every single fight you ever get into. If you have the height, you will probably win. Tip number 3. Use 4 fingers if you play on a phone, and if you play on an iPad use 4 or more. Like you see my hand cam guys, I play 4 fingers and gyroscop, but if you play on an iPad, I do recommend you play more 4 fingers. I'll even show some HUDs on screen for you guys to give you all some ideas. The more fingers you use, the more mechanics you have. All it will take guys is a week or 2 of practice. I know you won't like it, no one likes it to start off with, but give it a week or 2 weeks and you'll be insane. Alright, tip number 4 guys. This is for everybody, no matter what device you're on. If you are having framing issues, you need to turn your graphics settings down the lowest as you need to make your phone or iPad stop overheating. Tip number 5, so this is a big one. I do this all the time as well. Practice in warm-up mode using no aim assist, and then when you go back in game, turn it back on. I know there's a lot of aim assisted out there. Okay bro, I get it, okay. I'm sorry. Tip number 6. And this is something you should be doing every single game. You should always be rushing people, okay? Rushing in games makes you improve the fastest, because you'll automatically have more combat experience over your enemies, but also while you're rushing, you need to learn when it is time to sit back and listen guys. I am not telling you to brain dead push everyone, okay? No one is telling you that. I'm just telling you not to camp in a building the entire game and just loot and then die the last guy who is better loot because he's been killing people, okay? You're welcome. Tip number 7. Play with people, okay? Listen, you are only as good as the people you play with. There is an in-game system to find teammates. Play with them, and if they are bad, kick the bad ones. And if the players you play with are good or close to your skill level, add them and make them your friends to grow and get better with them and learn with each other. Tip number 8. Watch pro gameplays, okay? Listen, I know it sounds like I'm advertising myself because I post pro gameplay, but if you watch pro gameplay you can copy their kind of techniques, cause like all pros will have a certain techniques that they do and everything like that. I even watch pro players. It helps me out sometimes. And make sure to subscribe, cause I'm grinding 100,000 subscribers. So yeah, you know, I say I'm subscribed. Tip number 9. Learn the map. Don't just play to play. If you want to get better fast, study the map. I've studied the map and callouts for every place on the map for hours and hours. Like no joke. I've literally stayed up all night some nights learning callouts. It helps you out, it helps your team out. Tip number 10, the final tip. Understand when to use your jumping and jet slide and crouching in fights. I see a lot of players get into gunfights and only use jumping or jet slide, or only use crouching in every single gunfight they ever get into, cause you don't want to use just one mechanic. You want to do both jumping and jet slide and crouching. It'll confuse your enemy and it'll mess them up a lot.